Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller Prospecting. How's everyone doing tonight? I'm going to pop up chat, make sure everything's working okay. Oh. My YouTube froze. Alright, let me pop up chat. Looks like it's working. Guessing sound's working. Hey Kayla Scott. Alright, now you pop up with chat. Alright, let me see. Hey Bryce. Yeah, you got here early, Bryce. Ferd. Joel Jeffrey, what's up? Where Will? CJ Hayes. Bryce. Orange Crush, how you doing? Mark Miller. Torchy 2010. Gregory Littleton. John, how's it going? And Brian Stevens. Let me post a link. Make sure you go to that link to post a comment in the hidden video so you can win one of the 3 mystery envelopes we'll be giving away tonight. So, if I can organize them, see? 3 mystery envelopes. And for my Patreon members, we have 3 bags of Paydirt. If I can hold those up right, they're all upside down. But that's okay. Y'all know what they look like. See, we'll hold them up the right way. All right, Jackie Scott. All you got to do is listen. You don't want to be watching anyway. It's much better just to listen than to watch. I can guarantee you that. A's Matthews Treasures, how's it going? Hope everyone's been staying safe and finding some good gold. Hey, Stuart Romney. Let me check. Make sure I didn't miss anybody in chat. Hey, Debbie Bauer, how you doing? Keith and Wynn. I'm always running late. I set all my computer and everything up like an hour ago, and I still barely made it in front of the camera. Just piddle paddling around. The next thing you know, I'm like, oh wow, it's 6:59. I better go sit down. So we don't have too much to do tonight. I'm so used to, I'm in the rhythm of panning out Paydirt now that these videos on the first Thursday where I'm just giving away stuff for Patreon members kind of threw me for a curveball. I'd set up my water and my pans and everything. Then I realized, oh no, I'm just giving away Paydirt tonight. No panning tonight. I'm doing good, Warewell. How you doing? Hey, Bone Crusher. I don't know. Anyone found any good gold lately? My last month was pretty pitiful. All 50% ROIs. So, well, that's good, Debbie. It's always good if you're finding something. No worries, Jack Darling. I don't worry about this stuff like that. I appreciate people just watching my channel and subscribing and enjoying the chats and stuff like that and coming to my live shows. Well, now I took everything apart. I can't pan anything now because I was in the middle of shooting a video, so I wasn't at the panning part in the video, so I kind of moved everything, set up my pan, then I took it all down to set back up for the other video I'm shooting. So, which I know I did put up a review this week. It took me a while to catch up after all the videos I did last month, and the videos I'm doing this month, you'll see why it took me a little bit longer to do these videos. So I'll have a new video up Monday, or a new review up Monday, and then I'll have a new review up the following Saturday too. I've got a couple big reviews this month. 0.08. That's not too good. Where'd you get that from? Nice nugs from Gold Bay. Yeah, Gold Bay's always good. Jack Dowling, what time is it? It's 7 o'clock. Yeah, golden. Dragonfire, how you doing? Yeah, golden Paydirt, you'll never find good gold. So that sounds like a good bag. 6 grams. Rod Dupree, how we doing? If you find gold out of the river is better than the gold out of Paydirt you buy, that's for sure. Gregory Littleton, well, that's good. It's always good when you go back and find more gold. And it's funny, you know, one of the things is when I first started panning, I would pay a lot of attention to the fine material, which is probably why I can pan fine material really good. But when I would do the plus 10, I would just like a 4-year-old panning, and I would just go through it really quickly, get to that fine gold to try and find all that little fine gold. And when I first started, this was before I started my channel, and then I'd go back and go through it and find all kinds of big pieces of gold. You know, I'd find a 1/4 gram in fine gold, and I would miss, you know, a 1/2 gram nugget. But Royal Sluice. I notice that about a lot of sluices you'll buy. The mats they put in them are usually garbage. You know, it's just like the gutter sluice I like. The main mat that comes in it is just worthless. I mean, it really won't catch any gold, so you have to get the one with the vortex. And the vortex isn't really good at catching flat gold or other gold, so it would really be better if it, you know, had a second mat besides the junky first one, so you could swap it out. But and then I got another gutter sluice in from somebody else I haven't reviewed yet, and it's the same way. The mat that comes with it is just junk, so I went and got some vortex matting for it, but once you put it in the way it's designed, it won't work, so I have to kind of miller it up and make it so it works, but I don't want to do it until I review it. So I have to do a review on that sluice pretty soon. Hey, Carl Ordway. Yeah, I got 2 bags in from Lynch Mining just the other day. But that was just for, 2 of them are for live shows, and then 2 of them are for a review. Jeremy Stanton, that's good. Yeah, I got some gold hog matting. I've been building my own sluice, and I just keep stumbling around. But I think I finally got it to work. I've been doing it the poor man's way, where I'm not gluing anything together yet, so it keeps leaking everywhere while I'm trying to get the matting to work right. But I had to buy a new pump, because the only pump I have for like my gutter sluice just wasn't powerful enough for the gold hog matting. So, hey Sherwood, how you doing? No worries, man. Make sure you feed your kids first, man. Hey Trudy Taylor. Jason Keith Prospecting. Hey Reg Lab. What am I doing? So, but I got some big reviews coming out this month. I don't know how much gold's going to be in them, but we got some big reviews coming out this month, which is why I got none this week. So I've been working hard on the videos. They're just going real slow. I finished the first one day before yesterday, which will be out Monday. So I started working on Saturdays yesterday, and that is some of the dustiest stuff ever. I mean, it just covered everything in here. Cameras, everything. I mean, it took me a whole day to clean up in here. So, curious to see what it does to the water. And since this is a Patreon show, I might as well tell y'all, all the Patreon rewards have shipped. All the envelopes went out the day before yesterday, and then anyone that had Paydirt went out yesterday. So those should be to you by Saturday, unless you're overseas. So Saturday or Monday by the latest. If you're one of my overseas Patreon members, you know it takes a while. So I like the gutter sluice, but you might want to wait if you're going to get it. I don't know. I like it if you get it with the vortex matting. The matting that it comes with is just garbage. But I've got another gutter sluice, but I've been meaning to review. I might try and get it in next month, but I'm going to have my own sluice coming up this month that I'll be doing. I'll show it's going to be a DIY tutorial on how to make I think total price for it was 20 bucks. And it's an aluminum sluice. So, which you can't beat. Of course, it doesn't come with matting at 20 bucks, but there's so much matting out there and everyone's got a different preference for matting. So, no, you can't leave, Will. So again, anyone that came in late tonight, let me post the link. Make sure you go to the link in the comment and leave one comment for a chance at one of the 3 mystery envelopes that will either have copper, silver, or gold. And based on the weight of these, I don't think any of them are copper this time. There might be though, I never know. And then we got 3 bags of Miller Prospecting Paydirt to give away to my Patreon members. The Paydirt all has either this formula for this bag. I made 9 bags. Either has a 1/8 of a gram all the way up to a gram. So they're kind of scaled up. So one will have a gram, one will have a 3/4 of a gram, and down to 1/8. Yeah. So I've still been working on, like I said, I've been working on my own sluice, but just I need to change the pump out just to make sure everything works right. So Amazon's delivering my new pump Saturday, so I can start to do that. You can enter the mystery envelope, Jack Dowling. That's for anyone that's in the live show. So just go post in the comment in that link in the hidden video, and you can win a mystery envelope. And the mystery envelopes either have copper, silver, or gold in them, so you can still win gold. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the DIY video too, because, you know, I got no outdoor space here, so everything I do has to be indoors. So right now I've got a 40-gallon tote in my kitchen with a sluice and cords everywhere. I keep tripping over it. I'm just waiting. I keep waiting, thinking I'm going to wake up in the morning, it's going to have sprung a leak and just flooded my whole apartment. You know, I need to get it working so I can take it apart and drain all the water out. Every day I tinker with it a little bit more. So I think I got it running right, but I just need a bigger pump just to see, because it works right. It's just not moving the material fast enough. So I think I was using a 600 gallon per hour pump, and then I just bought a 900. So we'll see, that should be enough. If not, I'll buy our bigger one. Hey, Even Star Prospecting. I've got no shiny here. Well, I do have. See, I have a little bit of shiny, not too much. Let me see if I can get that. Now, the last 2 months of reviews. Pitiful. Been having some bad reviews. Jason Keith, what pump? I don't know. It's an aquarium pump, not aquarium, a pond pump. 900 gallons per hour. This is just the fastest one I could get. They had better ones. I wanted to get a sump pump that would have pumped 11 to 1200, but it would take. Amazon's just not shipping everything quick, so the next one was like 2 weeks away. So, and the new one I got, I think, is 880. So, and the last one I was using was 590. So I figured the extra should do it just good enough. The Sluice Fox modular sluice. No, I mean, I've seen it, but like I don't use sluices really. I mean, I use the gutter sluice a little bit when I used to, and I use my gold cube a little bit, but just right now in my current living situation, and I've been trying to move. It just isn't conducive for a lot of sluicing. But I have seen the Sluice Fox modules, but I'm just not a fan of Sluices because that's the one, it's got all the built-in riffles. And I'm just not a fan of the ones that have built-in riffles, so you can't really change anything on it. You know, there's a reason why they make lots of different matting, you know, depending on what type of area you're in, if you have clay, if it's fine gold, chunky gold. And they can say that they have, you know, like one section is for fine gold, one section is for nuggets, one section is for flat gold. But the problem is then you're only using sections. So if you have a 2-foot sluice and a third of it is fine gold, then you're only catching that much fine gold. Where if you had a 24-inch fine gold sluice, it would catch a lot more fine gold. So I'm not a big fan of the sluices that have the built-in riffles. And they're just pressing them out of plastic, so it's cheaper for them. Let me go see. Oh, I might not have comments on the thing. Hold on. I probably didn't turn on comments. Usually all my things are comments have to be approved. Yeah, it's holding all comments. Now it'll work. All right. Let me just make sure everyone's comments are being approved. All right, there you go. Yep. Hey, Jacob Collins. So now everyone's comments should be showing up. Hey, JP. Hey, Wycart. If you posted a comment, it went through. And I just posted a link again to anyone. Make sure you go post a link, comment in that link. I check them all right before the show, though. So, because sometimes they get held as spam for no reason. 7-gallon nugget bucket with 8 classifiers. You don't need that many classifiers for a nugget bucket. I don't even think the nugget bucket needs 2 classifiers, to be honest. I mean, the way it works is it doesn't really need a lot of classification. Just get out they just need to pull both of those classifiers out. I planned on doing a video on that, just taking both of the classifiers out and just putting in a good one, a metal one. How you doing, JP? You doing all right? Selling that Paydirt? Hey, Dave Watson. No, I haven't given anything away yet. Got about 10 minutes and we'll give it away. Hey, Todd. Pretty new. Yeah, that's all my eBay nuggets. Look at all those. Oh, those giant eBay nuggets in there. Horrible 2 months. Horrible 2 months. I need to start getting some better Paydirt. But I always try to mix things up where it's somebody I know I'll get decent gold, then the rest are ones I know I'll lose money on, but it keeps everyone else from losing money on them. But last month was just brutal with all those eBay ones. Even Star Prospecting. Email me, I'll buy it. Or I'll know someone that'll buy it. Just send me a picture of it and email me at Dylan@MillerProspecting. Hey, Dave B. Oh, you were on Ed Show? I need to put my Facebook, my YouTube on my phone. So it'll start giving me notifications because for some reason the phone gives better notifications than your computer or your email. So I miss so many live shows. I'll have nothing to do and I'll be sitting around just puttering with some Paydirt, and I'll go sit at my computer and I'll be like, oh, so-and-so show just ended. So-and-so show just ended. And it just drives me crazy. But I know I'm supposed to be on Ed's show in June. Yeah, June 21st, I think I'll be on Ed's show, so... Fake gold? I've never, well, actually, yeah, I have had, not fake gold, but I've gotten, I think, 2 bags of Paydirt that had gold that was like, you know, pieces of broken chain. And, the biggest one was SD Redneck. I think his was the crappiest gold I've ever gotten. It was all just computer part gold and pieces of broken links. It was really, really cheap gold, so... You know, if it's broken chain links, it's probably 10 karat. So, I was pretty disappointed with that. The only thing, you know, and what really sucks is a lot of people bought his Paydirt because someone else reviewed him and got 100% ROI. So, you know, that person sent a ton of business to him. So then I did a review and it was all junk. And all my comments from that video were all, they got the same thing, just junk jewelry gold. And it just sucks, you know. I don't mind, you know, if you get 100% ROI from a good seller and send people there, but there's just some of these people do these reviews with 100% ROI for junk sellers that are just giving them loaded bags, and it just rips everyone off, you know. You know, like if you're going to fake a video or fake a review, fake a Gold Bay one. Get Gold Bay, throw in a couple extra nuggets and say you got 150% ROI off a Gold Bay. And at least if anyone goes to Gold Bay and buys something, they won't be ripped off. They'll still walk out of there with an 85% ROI. But, you know, even starting. No, I'm not panning tonight. Not until next Thursday. Next Thursday. I don't know who I'm doing next Thursday. I think it might be Kenai Gold. I don't remember. You'll see. I'll put it up later tonight. I'll put up the next show. Oh, Sherwood, why are you plugging on my channel, man? No, I don't mind. I don't mind you doing it. Hey, Dreadpool, how you doing? How's the coin collecting going? Reg Lab. Yeah, that's why I did last month's reviews of all eBay cheap Paydirt, because I know it's really tough. You know, I figured I was hoping, and out of the whole, all that eBay Paydirt, the only one I would recommend would be the Colorado Gold Camp. That was the only one to me that was really worth it. You know, the other ones were kind of iffy, but, you know, if you want to support backyard prospecting, you could buy his $50 bag, but for the lower price bags in the under $15 range, Colorado Gold Camp was the only one that was anything. Acapulco Gold, no. But this month's videos are going to be totally different from last month's. They're not super high priced ones, but it's just going to be total bit. Well, good luck, Matthew's Treasures. Gregory Littleton. What? You still haven't got your... How could you not have gotten your Paydirt from Martin when he's giving it away on his channel now? The end of every video, he's doing a giveaway now. I don't know where you got the idea to do that from. But he's giving away Paydirt. He should at least be able to ship out Paydirt. Hey, Adrico Wheeler. Broker than broke, Dreadpool. Yeah, I think almost everybody's broker than broke. Joseph Preet. Yeah, I mean, did you buy it, Gregory Littleton? Because if you bought it, you might get it. If it was a giveaway, You're going to be holding on for a long time. I can't tell you the number of people that have joined my Patreon page after joining his. Because I know a lot of people will join his Patreon page just because they'll say, oh, there's less Patreon members, so I got a better chance of winning. And they want to support a channel. And then they win, and they never get anything. So then they come to my channel, and they'd rather support someone, so. Yeah, I'm planning on doing another review of Gold Nugget sales. That's really good Paydirt. Oh. Yeah, you gotta hold your breath when you win something from him. His post office is closed. His post office isn't closed. You know how I know his post office isn't closed? Because he's doing Paydirt reviews. So if he's doing Paydirt reviews, that means he's getting Paydirt in. So if the post office can deliver, they'll accept Paydirt. They'll accept packages. Even Star. Now, what do you think about Miners Depot? I'm guessing you watched a video on Miners Depot and now you're wondering if they have a good ROI. Matthew's Treasures, yeah, win from Christmas. I mean, that's the one thing. If you don't care about repeat customers, you know, like I always say on a lot of people about the eBay sellers. A lot of eBay sellers don't care about repeat business because they get 1,000 times more traffic than if you owned a website. So, you know, if you don't care about repeat customers, you know, what are they going to do? And a lot of these people, you know, if somebody wins something and they don't get shipped to them, they'll still watch his videos. So he still gets out. You know, you watched a video, you see a giveaway video he's doing, and you're like, oh, I'm going to start watching and subscribe to him. And the next thing you know, you're still watching them and you just got cheated. But back to the Miners Depot. I started to watch that review, and I got to the part where he said that they don't take online orders, which they do. I've been following them for months. They take online orders. And he said he called them to place an order. That tells you everything you need to know about that review. I stopped watching it after that part. As soon as he said, I called him. Now, what do you think he said? Oh, hey, this is Martin. I don't do reviews, but I need you to send me a bag of Paydirt to Golden Paydirt Reviews. But I don't do reviews. So if you look at all his videos, every video he's done for the last like 2 months have all been over 100% ROIs. Every single one. And yes, I am Jonathan Friend. I mean, you can't do a review. I mean, I have never called a Paydirt seller. Not once, ever. There's a reason for that. I mean, there's the same thing. If you go to Facebook and look at some of these sellers like Dave on Gold Band, stuff like that, I can't tell you the number of times I've seen someone who does reviews post, I just bought a bag of your Paydirt. I can't wait to get it. And they'll have their name. It'll say like Bob Jones Reviews. So you know what Dave's going to do, or what they're hoping Dave will do is look and say, oh, he ordered a bag of Paydirt. Let me spike it for him. If you call a Paydirt reviewer or a Paydirt seller to order a bag of Paydirt, it ruins the entire, trust out of the review. There's two different types of channels that people do on YouTube. There's the ones that try to give information, and there's people that try to do this purely for entertainment and to make money. And I can tell you 100% which side of the fence he is on. 100%. If you just look at the titles to all his videos, I generally try not to make mine too clickbaity or anything like that, but every one of his videos is always the exact same. Massive nuggets, amazing amounts of gold, biggest nugget ever, You know, it's just, there's no chance. You know, a lot of my chat members can tell me they ship me my Paydirt, you know. I ask my Patreon members to ship me Paydirt. I send them the money, they order it, then they send it to me. I pay them for shipping. That's how you do a legitimate review, you know. And if you're just doing it for informational purposes like I do, I don't mind taking a hit. I mean, I have a lot of wonderful Patreon members that help out my channel, things like that. So I would rather buy a $50 bag that I only get a 10% ROI on, because then that saves everyone else that follows my channel from buying that bag. But, you know, if you buy a 95% ROI bag every single week, there's a reason you're doing that. It's because you just want to recoup as much money as possible, so then you can get all the money that you get from YouTube, Patreon, and everything like that and put it in your pocket. Because if you just think about it, if every single bag I did had 100% ROI, I wouldn't need a Patreon page. I wouldn't need YouTube income. It would just be, okay, I'll just buy another 100% ROI bag and boom, there we go. And then you get all your money. You're never losing money. So then that means all the money you're getting from Patreon and YouTube is just money in your pocket. So you're doing it for entertainment. So... no, I know you were joking about that one, Sherwood. Jonathan Freend. I'll take a bag of your Paydirt, but I can't put it on my channel. You know, I'll paint it out myself. And I've had a couple people send me Paydirt where I've just painted out on my own and told them comments and what they could do to improve. You know, there's one of the biggest companies out there emailed me because, you know, their original review I had done of them was really high scores. And then they changed their website and their scores dropped because of the description. And they emailed me and asked me for advice about their description. And I told them what they need to put in there and what to do better. And they changed it. You know, I can't tell you the number of times too. I just email sellers from a dummy account where I'll notice a misspelled word. And I'll just email them and tell them, dude, this word's spelled wrong. So... yeah, I usually lose money in 90% of my reviews, but that's the whole reason to do the channel, is because I do it for information. I'm trying to keep people from getting ripped off. You know, everyone knows Gold Bay is a really good Paydirt. I don't need to review them every week. You know? Thank you. Hey, S-Rep, didn't even see you join. How you doing? Here, let me post a link. Make sure you go leave a comment so I can do the giveaway later for the 3 mystery envelopes. All right, what else we got to do? All right, thank you, David B. Yeah, I mean, it's the whole reason why I do this is for information. So, you know, and it's all because of y'all. Y'all, I couldn't thank all my Patreon members enough, and my subscribers enough, and the people that come to my live shows enough. You know, Jeremy Stanton. I have a bag of the Lucky Chance coming in from Gold Fever. I actually have a bag of that. It's coming in, but it's slated to be next month. The last review of next month. So it's going to be 2 months away, but I do have it. Even Star Prospecting. I don't accept Paydirt. I have no criteria. I randomly pick stuff. I have a list of every single Paydirt seller that's out there, and I just randomly pick them with what my money can afford and what ones I think are ripping people off or good jobs, and then I have somebody else order my stuff. So I don't accept Paydirt. I mean, if you want to send me some, I'll paint it out when I'm at home with my kids, but it won't get a review or anything like that. So, hey, Andrew O'Neill, showing up late. So back to you, Even Star. So I don't have a criteria. It's just Sometimes I do whims, like last month was all eBay, so I just went out and found all the cheapest bags of Paydirt on eBay. You know, usually at the beginning of the month, I try to do the bag I think will be the best. So that, you know, if I know it's going to have high ROI, I'll try to do that one in the first of the month, and the rest are all just randomly picked stuff that I'm hoping, you know, either good or bad. At least it's, you know, and okay. At least it gives me a review. Backyard prospecting, I hate eBay. I just hate eBay. The only reason I even did those reviews is just so, I know a lot of people shop on eBay, but man, I just, eBay auctions just drive me crazy. The worst thing is probably about 25% of all the people that sell on eBay now have copy and pasted Golden Paydirt's description. I mean, it's how many times can you see where they copy and paste a part of it, copy paste a different part? You know, it's just crazy. Hey, Michael Williams. And just the fact that, you know, and another thing is how many people on eBay selling Paydirt don't know how to spell the word pictures. They all just copy and paste so many people that one word is misspelled in so many bags. And then the eBay nuggets. You know, eBay nuggets just drive me crazy. Well, thank you, Mark Miller. I enjoy everyone that watches the shows, you know, the reviews and everything. So, and if you wait, I'm going back to the Gold Fever Prospecting Lucky Chance bag. If you wait for that video, that's going to be a really good video. I'm going to be doing something really interesting with that video. So let me check something. All right. All right. It's almost time to go pull some names so y'all can win some Paydirt. I love my gutter sluice. Oh, is Martin in the chat? Yeah, Martin, where's Gregory Littleton's Paydirt? Why are you at work, HD Shovelhead? Wouldn't you get paid more getting the unemployment? I was just reading an article in the news today about how all these restaurants can't get any employees to come back to work for them now because, you know, if you work in a restaurant, you're minimum wage, and now these people are getting mad money from being unemployed that they don't want to go back to work. So everyone's telling them, yeah, reopen up, and nobody wants to go back to work when you're making less money. All right, I'm gonna post a link one last time. Yeah, I need to go look up, well, HD Shovelhead, I need to go look up how he does his find slim thing. Hey, Guidos. All right, we're going to do giveaways really quick and then come back and chat for a few more minutes. So we're going to give away some Patreon Paydirt. We got 3 bags here. They all have between 1/8 to 1 gram of Paydirt or gold in them. 3-ounce bags. Arizona Paydirt. Good for you, HD Shovelhead. Good for you. But I was just talking about the normal people make decent salaries. People that work in restaurants. I worked in a restaurant for 13 years. And it's pitiful what they pay people working in a restaurant. So, all right, let's shrink down my mug. Do a giveaway for Patreon members. Make sure the wheel's all ready. All right. Shrink me down pretty far. As you can see, everyone's name's here. If you are a Patreon member in April, your name is on here. I'm going to click the spin. And we got 3 bags to give away. Right here. 3 bags of Miller Prospecting Paydirt. 3-ounce bags, all from Arizona. And gold is between 1/8 of a gram to 1 gram. And I don't believe there's any fine gold in this. This was a different batch of dirt I got in, and I don't think there's any fine gold. If you find any good, I'm just not so sure about this one. I know my regular Paydirt for my Patreon members, tier rewards has fine gold in it that I don't count as the weight, but this I don't remember. So let's pull some names. Name number 1. Let me check something real quick. Yeah, it's a big wheel. There's way too many names on there, right? All right, so let me pick the first one. First name. Oh, I saw your name, Gregory Littleton. Jeremy S. So Jeremy S, you won bag number 1. I'll put that there. Then I'm going to remove your name. And bag number 2. So congratulations, Jeremy S. You don't need to email me or anything. I will email you on Patreon and tell you when this ships out. Lou from Nickelback. There you go. Nickelback Paydirt Lou. You won a bag. So you get bag number 2. And the last bag. Bag number 3. Oh man, it likes your name, Gregory Littleton, but just not enough. Well, Jackie, good thing you're listening to the show. You won bag number 3. So there you go. As always, I appreciate everyone who joins my Patreon page. I really try to do as much as I can for y'all. And I will be doing some mystery envelopes in about 5 minutes or 6 minutes. So congratulations to everyone that won. Let me catch up on chat. Hold on a second. I don't know. Why does my 3-ounce bag look bigger than Kenai's 4-ounce bag? I think maybe it's just the camera. I'm holding it up close. See how big it is now? So, I know I have a Kenai 4-ounce around here somewhere. I'll have to look. But it is 3 ounces. And I know I've done his 4-ounce bag and weighed it, and it always weighs 4 ounces. So, my bags are really thick, though. He uses typical coffee bags that are, I think, 5 mils. This bag is 8 mils, so it's a big, thicker bag. So maybe that's why. I don't know. That or the fact that I'm, doing the camera perspective, so it looks really big. All right. That just dropped my gold on the floor. It's a good thing I keep it in this little rubber case thing where I have what my measly find was for last month sitting on the floor. Yeah, someone might get epilepsy from that wheel. An epileptic fit. Backyard prospecting. Yeah, those bags are small. But it's kind of hard to find. Everyone either sells like little 4-ounce bags or 1-pound bags. I always try to find a certain type of bag sometimes, and I just can't find it. I was looking for a very particular bag the other day, and that's why I ordered a bag. Had someone order a bag of the Lucky Chance bag for me, because it was the only bag I could find that fit a certain criteria I had. Even Star Prospecting. I don't sell Paydirt. It would be unethical to really sell Paydirt if you're reviewing other sellers' Paydirt. So I just do giveaways. I do giveaways for my Patreon members and one of my tier rewards. So that's it. That's the only way you can really get my Paydirt. I did one, I think a 20 bag run last year of Paydirt, but it was pretty much guaranteed 100% ROI. It was just something to sell, to send out because somebody had sent me some stuff. So yeah, I think Clash uses that wheel. Actually, I think Clash uses the Streamlabs wheel. It's a different wheel, but it's close to that one. Mark Miller. I like winch mining. And in fact, I gotta say, I had 4 orders with them over the last 2 months because I tend to order them just to pan out for myself because I like their Paydirt. I like the Gizmos bags. Every once in a while I'll pop in and order, 1 or 2 of their just Gizmos original to pan when I'm not doing a review. And their shipping has been really good lately. Their shipping has been pretty good. So I'm not going to complain about their shipping. It's been pretty good. Hey, Daniel Wilson. Here, let me post in case anyone else new popped in. Make sure you go to that link in the description, in the chat box, and leave a comment. Let me go check, make sure everyone's comments are going through. Yep, everyone's comments are going through. Yeah, Winch's shipping has really improved. Really surprised me. You know, I don't know if it's because maybe they're getting less orders now than they were, just because of the virus has slowed down everything else. I like Clash Guitars TV too. I'm a big fan of Shane. I like him more. You know, I don't really watch too many reviews on other channels just because it might sway my decision on something. You know, if I see somebody saying, "Oh, this is a wonderful bag," then I tend to buy it. And then I usually get skunked. Whenever I see another reviewer say this is the best bag ever, I usually get skunked on those. So I try not to watch him, but I love all his other stuff he does. So I used to watch all his coin roll hunting every week, but it just took up too much of my time because his shows take so long. So Sherwood Prospecting, yeah, those bucket, 45 bucks. It's I'm not gonna say they're not ripping anybody off with the bucket prices. It probably costs them 35 bucks to ship it, but see, you should have bought a bucket when it was $14 shipping, like I did. I actually bought 2 of them, but me and my son panned out one of them. Yes, I watched Flower Gold Wizards, but I saw that they had a $14 shipping sale, so I ordered 2 buckets from them. One for me and my son to go through, and one to do this month. You dread the day their dirt stops being on sale? I don't think the prices will change much. Yeah, Brian, Clash gets around. Clash gets around. Yeah, backyard prospecting. Every once in a while I try to go back. Last year I did, or maybe it was early this year, I went and did a couple that I got really high ROIs on. It was find the line prospecting, and a couple others. What was the other one? What was the chicken miner? And I have to say, I was pretty much disappointed in every bag. I think one of them I had a decent ROI with that was comparable, but a couple of them were just, they really went downhill. Which is, you know, one of the things, you know, like a lot of people right now are touting goldnuggetsales.com and how they're the best. And right now they are. They probably do have the highest ROI set, but they've only been in business for a couple months selling Paydirt. And that's what happens to a lot of sellers, you know. They'll start out big, you know, because if it doesn't cost you anything, if you put a 95% ROI and then you charge them for shipping and packaging and stuff like that, you just fudge your, you know, shipping a little bit. So you make a buck off of every jar you sell. You're not losing money. And then in 6 months, when you've got everyone hooked, you drop your ROI down to 90%, everyone will still be happy. And then a couple months later, you drop it to 85, then 80, then 75, then bam, down to 50, you know. Jonathan Friend. Yeah, Golden Paydirt rips everybody off. Everybody off. Everybody off. Dragonfire. Well, I had a review up of Breeze Paydirt, but YouTube took it down for copyright strike. So I'm waiting for his lawsuit to hit me, because he's got 14 days to show a lawsuit against me, so otherwise it goes back up. So in about 2 weeks, you can come back and I have a video of his Paydirt up. So It was okay, Paydirt. I probably would have, if he wouldn't have gotten the copyright strike against me, I probably would have went back and got one of his bigger bags just to see. Because I do know little bags of Paydirt don't have a lot, but it wasn't a good bag of Paydirt. It wasn't something I would normally buy again, but I figured I would try out all the sellers I did earlier that were decent, but he's just not a nice guy. I mean, you can read his feedback. Somebody complained about his Paydirt, Breeze Paydirt, go to his one negative, I think, or one of his neutrals, and he called the guy retarded. He's like, oh, you're a retard. I mean, it's just, that's not good customer service. So if you have a problem with somebody, that's when customer service is needed the most. So if you have a problem with him, the odds are he's going to call you a retard or stupid or something else like that. So I wouldn't buy Paydirt from somebody that, I like to read negative feedback. I don't read the positives because positive feedback is worthless. You read the negatives and see how they reply. Ed, I believe you've been sitting on a bag of Paydirt for a year. I think you sit on all your Paydirt for a year because you think something's going to grow in it or something. So Dragonfire, it wasn't a very, it was only a $15 bag from him. So, when you do it in $15 bags from Paydirt from sellers, you can't expect a very high ROI. And I don't think, I don't remember exactly, but I think his ROI was somewhere in the 30s, where for the same price you could have bought Gold Camp, Colorado Gold Camp's Paydirt, and I think it was like a 49 or 50%. I think it was 50% ROI. So why not buy from a seller that'll give you a little bit higher ROI and won't call you a retard if you have a problem with it, Backyard prospecting. I do that all the time. I'll buy a bag of Paydirt and I'll say, okay, I'm going to do it this month, and something else newer or better pops up, and I'm like, well, let me do this one first. And by the time I get to the other one, I'll go check, and I'm like, wow, they closed. I mean, look at Caribbean Gold Paydirt. I mean, they were a really good Paydirt, and they only lasted, 6 months? Then they closed up and went away. So, no. If I'd have sat on their Paydirt for a while, I would have never gotten any videos out of it. But yeah, it has gained value to Shovelhead, but it could lose value too. Hey, John Gear. So everyone, make sure you go leave a comment. Justin Pre, another Clash Crumbs. I hope he does. I liked his Clash Crumbs Paydirt. It wasn't, he did tell you you were going to get like a 50% ROI, so you can't be disappointed in getting a 50% ROI. And I know some of them were higher ROIs, but the vast majority were 50% ROIs. I was just disappointed in that Paydirt that it wasn't Colorado cons. It was just everything he had reviewed, he dumped in a bucket, then put that in bags. And he did say his next Clash Crumbs was going to be all Colorado cons. Because that's kind of the fun of it. It's kind of like the reason why people bought the Dan Hurd Paydirt or, the Slim Paydirt. It's because you're getting Paydirt from where they're from. It'd be kind of, if I was in Alaska and I was like, oh yeah, buy a bag of Miller Prospecting Paydirt, and I grab, Washington Beach Sands and send it to you. That's not what you want. You want Paydirt from where I'm at. Well, Keith, 2 years? It's gained a lot of money in 2 years. The kid and I are going to hijack all Miller Mail this month. All right, last time I'm going to post a link, and then we're going to go give away some mystery envelopes. They all have either copper, silver, or gold in them. I want to say there's no copper in them because usually I can tell the copper weight, but I don't know. I don't think so. So I'm pretty sure silver and gold in all these. But now that I've said that, everyone that'll get one will be like, oh, I got copper. You give them your crypto key. It won't be called crumbs either. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to sell Paydirt, that's one thing. Another reason why I don't buy a lot of Paydirt off of eBay is how many times do you look at a seller, Alaskan Gold Paydirt, oh, this is great Paydirt, ships from Florida. I mean, come on, how many Paydirt sellers can be going all the way up to Alaska and driving back to Florida to sell it, you know? H.E. Chevrolet, you want the lightest envelope. Yeah, the lightest envelopes do have gold in them. Well, maybe. I don't know. And why are you, like you're just assuming you're going to win, Ed, huh? You just assume you're going to win. So I'll go dig out one of the copper ones because some of them I can tell are copper ones. If you win, Ed, I'm going to get you the copper one. I'll send you 2 copper ones, just 2. All right, let's shrink down my mug, give out some mystery envelopes. Yeah, I mean, it's one thing, sure, with prospecting, like for me or for you, that's not going out and getting Paydirt. But everyone knows Clash from when he first started his channel, where he was in Colorado in the streams in his neighborhood, going out and digging up. He did his nugget bucket in the stream there. I mean, you know there's probably not going to be any gold in it, but there's not going to be any gold in his tailings from Lynch Mining either because he panned it all out in a review. So I'd rather have bunk Paydirt from Colorado, Shane's backyard, than bunk Paydirt from Arizona, you know. Because I think that was my only complaint about his Clash Crumbs. So here, let me shrink down my mug. Let me make sure I'm on the thing. Yes. You check comments first, make sure everything's approved. Oh, so you got 2 spams in there. Let me do this. It's being difficult. See, I really hate this new studio YouTube has, where if you sit on it too long, it'll stop working, and you've got to go out of it, go back into it. There we go. Everyone's comments are done now. Just get to the right page. There we go. All right. Now we can shrink down my mug. All right, hold on. Oh, don't go figure. Well, now y'all get to look at my mug some more. My OBS crashed. All right, let me figure this out. All right, there we go. You gotta love stuff when it breaks. All right. Wow. At least I didn't curse this time when it broke. There we go. YouTube random comment picker. Pull 3 names. Good luck, everybody. All right, Backyard Prospecting. Thanks for watching the show. If you win, I'll email you and tell you. or you're going to have to watch this whole video again. So let's pull some names. $65 comments. Pick a winner. Number 1, Rebel Dog. And this is the lightest envelope, by the way. So Rebel Dog gets number 1. Matthew's Treasures, you get number 2. Well, this one's kind of light too. Matthew's Treasure, you got number 2. And thank you, Matthew. And lastly, Digger the Amateur Prospector. Good day from Australia. There you go. You didn't need to pick a number, but you got this one. You got number 3. So if you're not a Patreon member, make sure you email me. Actually, if you're a winner, no matter what, email me on these mystery envelopes. On the Patreon prizes, I don't need emails, but these mystery envelopes, it just helps me to keep my brain from being scattered. So if you won one of the mystery envelopes, email me so I can reply to you when I send it out. Otherwise, they tend to sit on my desk for a while. But congratulations to everyone that won. And thank you all my Patreon members as always for, helping out the channel and keeping it going. I'm going to be emailing every single one of my Patreon members this month because I might be changing up my Patreon page. So I'm going to ask y'all first, get some advice from all my Patreon members. So, because I might be switching my tier rewards up all to gold. So, we'll have to see. I got to see, though. All right, Gregory Littleton. Sorry you didn't win anything tonight, but thank you for watching the show. Rebel Dog, you did win. So, make sure you email me for the mystery envelope. It's just for my records, so I know I sent it out. Because with all the Patreon rewards, I have that in the system. Mystery envelopes always throw me off. And thank you, everyone. Like I said, thanks, everyone, for just watching the channel, subscribing to my channel. I can't thank y'all enough. Thank you, Brian Stevens. And then next Thursday, I will be live again with some Paydirt to pan out. I don't know which Paydirt. I've got some good ones scheduled, though. I know I have some lynch mining bag. I have a lynch mining bag. I have... Who else? I have a couple good bags. Next month, I've got some even better bags. So I have one bag for next month that I know has 1 gram guaranteed in it. So next month, someone is guaranteed to win a gram of gold in one of my live panning shows. And if you missed my last live panning show, from now on, there's no number pulling or anything like that. I'm just giving away the gold guaranteed to somebody. So make sure you go to my live shows for panning because somebody's guaranteed to win gold. And yes, next week I'm panning Torch. Are you going to try and win again? Yeah, gold is always better as a reward. But the problem with that is if I change my tier rewards, everyone won't win. And that'll be a problem. Is right now everyone's kind of like, if you're a $25 member, you're guaranteed to get something every month. And this will change more to like Slim's channel. But I have to see. I'm going to mull it all over this weekend and figure it out. And then I'm going to email my Patreon members Monday morning or Monday night or maybe Tuesday morning. So, I have some Kenai Gold coming in a live show. I got a couple good bags. I've decided I probably won't do too many mystery bags on my live shows anymore. Every once in a while. But I'm trying to get bags from, decent companies. So I don't want to do a live show and have no gold. Then it kind of defeats the purpose of giving away gold if I don't find anything. So thank you to Anthony Hallbrook. I didn't even see you in the channel. Sorry about that. Oh, Digger Amateur Prospector. Well, glad your day got better. So, yeah. I prefer doing the panning shows over this one, even though, I give away more gold in this one. I like to thank all my Patreon members and all, everyone that watches the shows and all. But it gives me something to do. I get to pan, and I love panning. So anytime I can pan is good. you know, I pan more than anything else. You know, even when I'm not shooting a review, I pan. Even though I will tell you, this next review coming out Monday was some of the worst panning I've ever done. It took me 2.5 days to pan. It was a nightmare pan, so. Jason Keith Prospecting. I'm pretty sure I'm already subscribed to you. So, but yeah, go check them out. Yeah, I see. Sherwood Prospecting, everyone's got to learn their own way to pan. Because I have to tell you, I used to watch a lot of videos when I first started doing this. And every video I watched, people did it totally different than I did it. And it was, I watched one video from Doc over at Gold. I watched one of Doc's videos on fine gold. And that changed the way I panned. And now I like the way I pan. But I know people that pan totally different. Oh, thank you, Rebel Dog. Thank you very much. Now I really hope you got a good envelope, Rebel Dog. If you get copper, tell me. If you get copper coin, email me and I'll send you a different envelope. Might be another copper one, but at least you'll get 2. So, thank you again, Rebel Dog. Thank you, thank you. So, but I do like doing this show to thank everyone. So, but I like panning more. But you just got to learn how you pan your own, you know. That's why I refuse to do, like, people ask me all the time to do panning demonstrations, but a lot of things are just uncomfortable for other people. So if I tell you to pan exactly like this, you might be losing gold because you're just not accustomed to it. It's the same thing with swinging a baseball bat to golf clubs, anything like that. Some of the best baseball players that have ever been around had unconventional swings. Same as pitchers. Some of the best pitchers in baseball had unconventional pitches. And it was just, that's what worked for them. So whatever works for you, you just got to keep panning. That's what I tell everyone. Just keep panning. That's a great thing about gold. Until you throw away that dirt, if there's gold in it, you'll find it. Just keep panning it. And if you see some color, then you know I got to pan it again. And you'll eventually figure out the best way to get it out. Yeah, actually tap it here. I do it, and it's funny too, is because when I do my tapping, I actually do it different when it's not on the live show, just because on the live show, it's a little harder to do with the way the camera's set up. So it makes it a little harder to do it on the live show. And it also depends on the pan. Like when I'm using my Martin pan, if you hit it, the pan doesn't flex. But when I use my fine gold pan, if you hit it, it flexes really bad. So I don't really do my fine gold the exact same way when I'm on my live show, just because the cameras, it's too hard to do on the cameras. And I will say, for some reason, I don't know why, I must have not had enough coffee. I did get a bag from Washington Beach Mining to do on a live show. So I don't know if I'm going to do it. I might end up just scrapping that idea, but I did buy a bag to do on a live show where it's all super fine material. So we'll have to see. I don't know when I'm going to do that one. I'm going to need a lot of courage to do that one. That's right, HD Show, depending on the dirt. That's what I said. A lot of my problems is I can nail fine gold because I will just spend all day doing fine gold. Plus 10 material is still the stuff that gives me the most difficulty because just the way I pan, I tend to go through it a lot. So when I do my reviews, I always pan everything out 3 times. And I'd be surprised at how many times I've missed a flat piece of gold in the plus 10. If it's a nugget, it won't. But if it's a flat piece of gold, just the way I pan the plus 10, I tend to lose it. So that's why I always do the plus, I do all the material 3 times. But, Hey, Gary. Yeah, better late than never. I'm going to be off in 6 minutes, but you missed all the giveaways. Yeah, I love my gold cube. Gold cube's the best thing in the world. I just wish he would make a mini one. He just needs to make like a little 6-inch one, like a little tiny one for home panners like me to use. This thing is so big, and I got a 4-stack now that it's just too hard to use. A possible bonus Washington bag? No, I don't know which one it was. It was just one of the Washington Beach mining bags. It was the smallest bag they had. I'm not getting one of their big bags to do on a live show. We'd be there all day. Even start prospecting. Yeah, it's not bad. I'm not saying it's not bad to watch other people, like how to pan videos, but I'm saying it's the same thing. Like if you go to baseball camp, they will teach you a certain way. They won't just say go out there and hit it. They'll teach you the mechanics, but everyone has to tweak their mechanics the best to what suits them the best. So, and I don't want to shoot a video on that. Plus there's 1,000 videos already on YouTube on how to pan gold. My input is not needed. So Gary Shelton. I'm not a fan of blue bowls. I'm not a fan of blue bowls or Miller tables. Way too finicky. I don't have the patience to just sit there and watch water running. I just don't. I would much rather have the pan in my hand, and I could probably get the gold out just as fast as a blue bowl or a gold cube. As a Miller table or a blue bowl. And it's a lot more fun than just watching water. Dave B, you can ship me some, but the odds are, if you want it to be on a mail call or something, it'd be late. I actually have some Lake Superior dirt ink. Somebody sent me some Lake Superior dirt last year. I have some Washington Beach dirt from last year. And I just haven't had time to pan it because it's stuff's so fine. I know all the gold is really, really fine gold. And when I do mail calls, they tend, it's hard to shoot a 3-day video for a mail call. I'll shoot 3 days for a review, but mail calls, it's kind of like a fluff video. So I always have a hard time with it. But yeah, sure. Email me at dylan@millerprospecting.com. Jason Keith, your 7-year-old is teaching you? And my son does better at the +10 than I do. Because he goes to the +10 really slowly. Like if we break, we'll classify it all down, and he'll go through the +10 real slow because he knows the big nuggets are in the +10. So he'll go through it real slow so he can make sure that he can get dibs on them. Me, I just pound away at the +10. And it's just habit. It's a bad habit I have. And it doesn't bug me having that bad habit because I know I'm going to pan it out 3 times. So, and in my final pan, I always make sure I use my 6 times magnifying glasses. So just to make sure if anything glints gold, I don't miss it. Yeah, Joel Jeffrey. I know. I just said I got some of your black sands. That stuff is just so hard to go through. And you sent me what is that, like 3 pounds of it? So it's a small priority mailbox. It's right to my left in a bucket. I can see it right here. So I will get to it eventually. It's just one of those black sands are scary when there's a whole bunch of it, when there's nothing but a bag of it. Lynn Ream, yeah, send me that. I might know which one it is, but send it to me anyway. And Jonathan Friend, the knee is just going horrible. Absolutely horrible. I went to go see them last month. And, when they do their knee replacement, they put in a spacer. It's supposed to be your old cartilage. It's, whatever. It's made out of plastic or something. I've built scar tissue all the way around it. So it locks up more now than it did before the surgery. It hurts more now than before the surgery. It's just absolute junk, but they won't do anything for it. They want to wait 6 more months to see if just me walking around and stuff will break up all the scar tissue. And just, I don't know. But then again, I haven't paid them yet for the last surgery, so they might just be waiting and hoping in 6 months they'll be paid. Not going to happen, but, they might be hoping for that. So if not, then I will be going back in to have them pull it all apart and put it all back together again. So, which I'm not looking forward to, but it's worse off now than before. You know, my left knee is great. I like my left knee. It doesn't really bug me too often. My kids get a kick. Well, it grosses my daughter out when I make because I can move my leg and make popping noises nonstop. But my right knee is just, when I move my right knee now, it sounds like I'm stepping on bubble wrap from all the scar tissue being crushed inside. It just stop. So it always grosses my daughter out if we're sitting on the couch and I go straight my knee out. So. Hip replacements aren't that bad. Hip replacements nowadays are not that bad. You know, I think you're supposed to, because they were looking at one of my hips, just because I was walking crooked for so long because of my knees, that they were thinking about doing one of my hips. But I think if you go through the front of the leg, it's supposed to be a lot better than if you go through the side. So, but hip replacements has only got, I think, 3 to 4 months recovery. Knee replacement's a year. So, because with the hip, they're kind of just only doing a partial amputation, where with the knee, they're amputating both bones. So, all of it sucks, though. All of it sucks. Yeah, that's the problem with when you get these surgeries that are like major surgeries. They don't always work, you know. Which is funny, because when they originally were talking about my knees, my right knee was worse than my left knee. So that was the one they originally scheduled me to get, and I told them, no, I want my left knee done first because I want to be able to drive. So if you mess up my right knee and I can't drive ever again, I'm going to choke somebody out. So I told them to do my left knee, and I loved my left knee. It's pretty good. So I had them do the right knee, and they jacked it all up. I can still drive, but I don't smile at my doctor anymore when I see him. And he asks me how things are going. I'm not smiling and cheering anymore. I'm like, my knee hurts. So... And then they just took me off all my pain meds too. My pain doctor said I've been on my pain meds for way too long. So they took me off all my pain meds last month. I had to stop taking them all last month. And tonight's my first night of taking some new medication that's supposed to help. So we're going to see about that. So it's not a narcotic. It's just a different drug. So no more narcotics for me, they said. I got to wait a year before I can go back on narcotics if this doesn't work. Because now I got a bum knee that's even worse, and they took me off all my narcotics. So, yeah. The worst for me though is like sitting down, to sit on the floor or something. I can't bend either one of my knees enough, and even if you can bend them, just the way your knees are afterwards, like you can't ever kneel. So. Like if I have to sit on the floor to play with my kids, you got to sit with your legs straight out. It's just really weird, You get so used to sitting cross-legged or stuff like that, you just can't do it anymore. So try CBD. I can't do CBD because they drug test me. They drug test me every single month. It was funny. I went to my doctor 2 days ago, and they were like, "Oh, we need you to pee in the container." I said, "Well, I haven't been on any narcotics for a month. You made me stop taking them for a month." And they said, "Nope, we got to test you no matter what." I said, well, if I'd have known you were going to test me, I'd have kept taking them. No. Well, I don't take them. I was supposed to be taking 4 a day of my narcotics, but I've almost never took 4 a day. I mean, it would have to be a really bad day for me to take 4 of them. So usually I'd take 1 a day, and then maybe if it was a bad day, I'd take 2. So, but usually not too much. I'm not a big fan, but I take... like a ton of pills. So it doesn't bug me. I'm so used to it now. They have me on, I take on Fridays, just one of my medicines I have to take 8 pills of. And that's just one, methotrexate. I have to take 8 of those every Friday. And those are nasty. So, all right, Bryce. All right, Brian. Well, I'm going to get out of here too. I'm going to go get something to eat. Watch an episode of Gold Rush. I'm finally on season 9. I'm almost to the end of it, so pretty soon I'll have caught up and get to season 10, and then hopefully they'll have Bering Sea Gold coming out soon. So I'm going to thank everyone. As always, thank everyone of my Patreon members. I can't thank y'all enough. I can't thank all of my subscribers enough. People that come to my live chat, I appreciate everything y'all do, y'all's emails and comments. I know I've been really slacking on replying to comments to YouTube, but I'm blaming it 100% on the new YouTube studio. Because a lot of times I'll write a comment, hit the send button, and it just spins and spins and spins. So I need to reply to them from my phone, which is automatic. But all right, Torchy. And next on Monday I'll have a new review up, and next Thursday we will be panning live again. So, and we'll be giving away some gold. So until Monday, I hope everyone has a really good week. Make sure you stay safe and find some gold. So I'm gonna get out of here and let y'all have a good night, because I'm sure y'all tired of looking at my ugly mug now. All right, thanks everyone, and as always, happy panning.